with me, Melissa. Today I am with the LW-Z5010PX and I'm going to show you how to add sequencing to your labels. It's super easy, so let's dive in. Now before we get started, the supply that I'm using is our 203 die-cut heat shrink tube in one of the bulk value rolls. So that's what I have loaded in there. And then you can see I'm also using the rewinder because I need a fair amount of labels. The rewinder is going to help keep them in a nice, clean roll for me. Okay, so the information that I'm going to be putting on these labels is front and then the serialized number after that. So it's going to be front starting at 01 and then we're going to go up from there. So I can go ahead and enter that in. I'm going to do F-R-O-N-T. Wonderful, enter that in. And now to get to the serialize, we just hit this add button. You'll see on the screen here there's a plus sign. I'm going to say add and then select serialize. Okay, so it's going to bring me to the Serialize screen. The first thing I'm going to do is select to enter in my starting number. So I hit Serialize, enter your starting value, which is 01. Okay, wonderful, hit OK. And next I can set the repetition. Now for this application, I actually need 2 of each labels. I want to put one on either side of the wire, so I'm going to need 2 of each one before it goes on to the next. So I can set that right here with my repetition. Okay, perfect. That's all set. I can go ahead and hit OK, and you'll see that it's applied it to my label. So now I've got everything on my label. I have my front, the 01, my serialized text is on there. If I needed to add something else, I could, but I'm ready to print. So now, in order to print multiple copies, we use the Shift and the Print key. So I'm going to do Shift and then the Print, and then we're going to set the number of copies. Okay, so I select that. Now for this, I am going from 01 up to 30, and I have 2 of each one. So when you're doing this, keep in mind to enter your copies as the number of labels that you actually want. So I actually want 60 labels. Okay, wonderful. So I do that, I hit OK, and then I can go ahead and hit print here. You see that? Great. Now when you're using the rewinder, the printer knows that you have the rewinder connected, so it's going to print some of your labels and then it's going to pause the print job and give me a minute to wind it up onto the rewinder. So I'll just wait for that to come out. Perfect. Now you can see it's saying, hey, load your tape in the rewinder, so I will. I'm going to pull this off, put it in here. Okay, great. When I'm ready, you can go ahead and just hit resume printing. Now another helpful thing here is you can actually see on the screen, it's going to keep track of where you are. So if you've got something to do, you can certainly go and do that and come back and it'll just be waiting there for you. All right, so now it's done printing. I can go ahead and just wind the rest of this up, pull that off, and then we can just pull the labels out. Easy peasy. Now something to note is that the printer knows that I'm using Serialize and it actually started the numbers in reverse so that my starting number 1 is on the front leading edge. How convenient is that? If you have questions on the LW-Z5010 or any other printers in the lineup, please feel free to reach out to us. We would love to chat with you. Thanks again and happy labeling.